we've spent so much time trying to basically make sure we have an exact vector replica of the original drawing. Why even bother? If we already had the original drawing, why are we working so hard to turn it into vectors? And the most straightforward answer is not only have we managed to correct the art, because recall that it used to be a pretty dismal scan in the first place, but the ultimate reason for converting it to vectors is so we can scale the artwork to any size we like. And so let me show you how that works. I'll go ahead and press Control-0 or Command-0 on the Mac to zoom out. And I'm going to switch to the artwork tool. Once again, you can get that by pressing Shift-O. And up here in the control panel, I'm going to click inside the W value there, and I'm just going to enter *10 in order to multiply it times 10. So we go up to 4,320 points. And then I'm going to do the same with the height value. I'll multiply it times 10 by entering *10 there, and then pressing the Tab key, and we get 5,400 points. And that is, by the way, if you do the math, 5 feet wide by 6¼ feet tall. All right, now I'm going to press Control-0 or Command-0 on the Mac to zoom out so you can get a sense of how much bigger this artwork is. And then I'll press the Escape key in order to return control to the black arrow tool. And now press Control-A or Command-A on the Mac to select all of the artwork. And I'll click on the word Transform up here in the control panel, or you may see a W and H value instead, depending on the width of your screen. And I'm going to make sure both the width and height values are locked into alignment with each other. And I'll click on the W to select that value, and I'll change it to 3,800 points. And then I'll press the Enter key or the Return key on the Mac to apply that change. And we now have what is, by any standard, this massive piece of artwork that would have been very difficult to draw in the first place. I don't see how I would have come up with these gestures at all if I were trying to draw something that's actually taller than I am. And yet, if I press Control-1 or Command-1 on the Mac in order to zoom into 100%, you can see that we have this wonderful detail that we could not achieve in any other way. All right, and just as a finishing touch here, I decided I wanted to thicken up the lines a little bit for the sake of, let's just say, my signature. And so I press Control-A once again, Command-A on the Mac to select all the artwork. I press Control-H or Command-H on the Mac just to hide those anchor points. And then I went ahead and changed the line weight up here in the control panel to 2 points in order to thicken things up ever so slightly. And because by default the stroke is centered, we're actually only adding 1 point of weight to either side of any given line. And that's how you turn a simple piece of line art from the year 1986, a year before Illustrator had even hit the market, into a massive piece of vector-based artwork here inside Illustrator.